Welcome back, rugby fans. The season is firing on all cylinders right now. The URC is kicking off this week with fresh squads, new kits, plenty of hype going around it at the moment. Lots of ins and outs and backs and forths between players, everything. The Championship hits round 5, which is coming down to the wire. It's do or die. Anybody can win or lose it, and everything like this. We're going for glory for the Southern Hemisphere. Also, URC is kicking off in the Southern Hemisphere, so it's a big rugby weekend here in the Southern Hemisphere. It's going to be fiery and everything. Our resident, pro match fixing is unfortunately not here this week, but I have Tim.
How's it, guys? Sorry, I don't have the Irish accent rocking flowing, but my South African accent is just going to have to do for tonight. I apologize.
It's all good. It's nice to hear his perspective of everything, but I think we need to get into this week and let's jump straight into it. I mean, like I said, it's going to be a great weekend. Southern Hemisphere kicks off this weekend all the way through, no matter which way you look at it. So, yeah. The Wallabies have released their squad that is going to face New Zealand for the Bledisloe. And, I mean, I looked at the team. It looks pretty much straightforward to what they've had in the past. I saw Kellaway has fallen away injured. So he is off. I know O'Connor is actually on his way back. And I see his name isn't on there, but O'Connor is on his way back or is back already with the team. I know a lot of people were like, why did he go there and then come back? As far as I understand, he had to show face as part of his contract in England before he came back. So, yeah, he was just there for the opening of the season with them, and then he was back. But the team that has released for that epic clash is the All Blacks. Going through it, Ethan de Groot, Cody Taylor, and Tyrell Lomax. Obviously going for power in the front there that they have and with the experience. Scott and Vai. I know here in South Africa.
For me personally, I think he should get banned for his shoulder charge on Cheslin Colby. It was
he should be banned
malicious.
For quite a bit.
It was malicious. It was completely intent to hurt Colby. There were no arms, no attempt of wrapping arms. And had that been a South African player, I can tell you that's a straight yellow to red card or a yellow with a TMO decision. And it would have been upgraded. And he would have then got a ban on top of it. But here, this guy is playing the very next game. And that's where World Rugby is falling incredibly short. They are not watching all the sides at the same level.
Yeah. But, I mean, this is also the thing is where people, us as fans are getting frustrated, is the lack of consistency. Where, like you said, a South African did it, boom, thanks, red card. I mean, let's take Jasper Wiese, for instance. It wasn't even that malicious of a headbutt, but he still got banned and a red card.
Yeah, I mean, look, you can't, as a professional rugby player, you can't be headbutting people. Okay, you can't even make contact with your head to another person, even if it's a light touch. Unfortunately, where we are in the game these days with so many cameras, you will get exposed, you will be found out, and you will be banned. So, unfortunately, I know what you're saying, but Jasper was guilty. Yeah. He took his consequences like a man, but should have I'm sorry. Yeah. It was absolutely malicious. It ended up taking Colby off the field. There was nothing about that where there's no initiation factors. Colby didn't duck. He didn't even step him, and the guy literally shoulder charged him.
He was out to hurt the South Africans from get-go. You look at how he was reacting to Kobus Reinach and everything like that. But yeah. But I mean, carrying on with the team. Simon Parker, Xavier Satiti, again, probably one of their strongest back rows that they have selected in a while as well. Roy Gard is back. Barrett is at 10. Caleb Clark is also back. Obviously, trying to give some physicality on the wing there with Barrett and Buddy Proctor and Leroy Carter. I think, uh, as Severe said it, I saw in a video where he was like, "We lost, and unfortunately, it was someone's first game, which is not nice to lose in this manner for their first international game. But now it's time to pick ourselves up and look in the mirror. Hopefully, he gets some redemption and has a good career as long as it's not against South Africa."
Well, he did. He
Uh,
did get a start on debut. So I mean,
yeah,
in the end of the day, you got to try against the double world champions on debut. It's not too bad.
yeah,
I can think of worse.
yes, 43-10. But anyway,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
so I know I don't like being one of those ones, but yeah. Will Jordan as well finish off at 15. Then on the bench we got Takahio, Tamati Williams, and Fletcher Newell, along with Patrick Tiopolotu, Peter Laikari, Cortez Ratima. It's also quite nice to see they being able to go back to their first choice scrum half selection. Quint Tapia and DMAC. So yeah, I mean, it definitely looks like they're planning on running at Australia. But
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, I mean, New Zealand have an incredibly strong running side, but like they most of their running is done by their counter-attacking.
yeah,
Um, Funny enough, their out of hand kicks, they probably kick the ball more than most sides, but their
yeah,
kicking is accurate and always finds space, and that's the difference. You know, where South Africa will kick for territory, New Zealand will kick for space. They'll kick for that ball bounces and it lands in no man's land. Whereas we will put it deep, or we'll put it up and under, or we'll put a box kick and we'll chase. New Zealand will put those little cheeky little dibs over the top. They'll put the grubbers across. They will, and that's where they really, really expose teams.
yeah,
This is something that Manny Lebop does very well, funny enough. So everyone who says I hate Manny is not true. Just he needs to learn to control the game. But as a player, he's fantastic, and this is where he's really good. His money will be able to put the ball over the head of the defense, turn them around, and get it to bounce in a dangerous area. And not only that, his cross kicks are insanely on point.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad that he sort of redeemed himself a little bit after that the showing against the Aussies.
The you say that going up against Argentina, he's not even in. Oh, he's on the team as well, so he's definitely stepped up. But yeah, let's go through the team. There's Ox, Marks, Thomas Tatoy, Etzebeth is back in the uh, setup, which is nice. Ruan
Yeah.
Nokia, Sio Kalisi, Peter Steph Tatoy, Jasper Visa. We need to especially have strong backs in the front, especially when you're going up against the likes of a Kremer and a what you call a Matera. Reinach and Sasha fill in the midfield. Then we got Hooker after a fantastic game.
It was awesome, huh?
I think I do you think he deserves this nod again into the team. Damian Delinde is in because, of course, Fussy's gone under the knife. I haven't quite been able to read exactly what it is. I don't know if it's his ankle or if it's his
Yeah,
Achilles, but
yeah, I think it's going to be his ankle, but he
yeah,
should be back shortest by the end of the year tour, hopefully.
yeah.
Um,
Hopefully, if he ever hears this, best wishes on your recovery. Moody, Cheslin, and Damien Valenza. I think that backline obviously made an impression against the All Blacks, and then we're going to go with this very similar style against Argentina. Will it work? We have to wait and see because Argentina on the day could also be feeling the same way.
yeah,
Yeah,
this is going to be a game, guys. Anyone who thinks that we're going to rock up and wipe the floor with Argentina, that's definitely not going to be the case. So this will be a proper test match, and Argentina have nothing to lose. They win this weekend. They have a really good shot of winning the rugby championship.
Yeah,
You
we'll look
know,
at the log after this.
yeah.
So,
But
yeah.
as I said before, the only problem with Argentina in this whole championship at the moment is that Twickenham game. I'd see it as a massive negative for Argentina. Playing Springboks at Twickenham, I was there last year for the South African England game. There were so many South African fans there. I couldn't believe it. So like it's a second home game for us, really. Obviously, the English will go there and support Argentina against us, but I still think we will have the numbers,
Yeah.
especially if we get to lift the trophy at the end of it. So if we win this weekend and go to Twickenham on the merits that if we beat Argentina in Twickenham, we will retain the trophy. I reckon there'll be a whole bunch of Saffers who'll make that trip.
Yeah. I mean, looking at the bench, we got a 5.5 and 2.5 split. Reason why I say the half is because Andre Esterhuizen. Starting
Number
off
20.
with Jan Hendrik Wessels, Bone Venter, Wilco Low. Seems like a fantastic bomb squad of a front row to come on for us. I think it's an
Join them.
awesome combination. I'm actually liking it. And then of course when Marnus comes in, Jan Hendrik just drops to the props. But anyway, Archie Sneeman, fantastic play he is. Quacker Smith, what's called super sub of the year. Morne van den Berg. Now, I am a little bit concerned about him.
I mean, I don't. I mean, he's not a bad player, but I think his service is too slow for international rugby. And on top of it, what on earth is happening with Fat de Klerk? He's been with the team
He's
on
recovering from
tour.
an injury, so I don't know the full
Like,
thing.
are they getting him a run in this championship, though they've just picked him in the squad. I mean, they've literally picked him in the squad, but he hasn't had a single second of game time. And I
Yeah,
thought last time he played, he was actually superb for the Springboks.
yeah,
And then
but
he's
yeah,
not never did. So, I mean, he didn't get injured in that game. He played. He was really good. And then after that, they went with Grant Williams, they went with Reinhardt, and now Morne van der Berg, which I'm a little bit dumbfounded by. Because, whoa, the amount of scrum halves we have in this country, again, he's not a bad player. I think he makes the right decisions. However, I do think, like, again, his service is very slow for international level. And
my
what
thing
we're
is
trying to,
also he doesn't kick enough.
yeah, yeah, and the kicks he does do, he needs to get a bit more height, a bit more length. They
Yeah,
aren't. I mean, if you look at someone like Koos Reinhardt or Faf de Klerk, and then you put him against Morne van den Berg's kicks aren't as pinpoint. They aren't. I mean, yeah, I'm talking about a guy with 100 caps or close to 100 caps, and a guy that's got his under 10. So I can't really
yeah.
compare, but yeah, we've got those sort of players on hand to use. So I don't. I mean when it comes to Scrum Masters, they literally are coming out of our ears right now. So yeah, I mean, let's see what he's got, I suppose.
Yeah, and then of
I've been,
course,
being proven wrong. I've been proven wrong so often. I wouldn't mind being proven wrong again.
yeah, same. And then of course we got Marnie, which I mean, of course, the kicking aspect is probably covered with Marnie, the way he can get those kicks off so quickly and effortlessly. And then of course we got the Giants, Andre Esterhuizen, um, on the thing they're filling up the 2.5 and 5.5 because I mean, right now you sit there going, where is he going? Because we don't know where
Yeah.
he's going.
So I want to ask, if you are the Springbok captain or Rassie Rasmus, and let's just say Sasha Feinberg goes off injured and Manie Lebok comes on, and it's the last movement of the game, and we are 2 points behind, and it's a semi-difficult kick from 45 meters out, 10 meters out from the corner. Are you going to have Damian Willemse, Manie Lebok, Cheslin Colby? Which one of those three are you going to trust to that kick?
Right now, with his current form, I'm going to go with Marnie.
I would also go with Marnie right now, and that's saying
Yeah,
a lot.
yeah. With his current last year, I would have been like, yeah, maybe
Last year,
Willemse.
last year, let the fucking water boy kick. The last year, I would have said let the water boy kick.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
this is how much he's come along, and you can actually see it with he's changed his entire setup to his kicking, his whole routine to his kicks. That he's taken a shorter run up. That didn't quite stick, that 1-2 kick, but yeah, you can see he's been working hard on it.
yeah. I
It was
mean,
an
the
interesting
one,
question.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I think the problem is not with it being so close as it is right now. Do you go with fate and go with the normal, tried and tested, or do you go with something slightly to try to throw everybody off? But of course, either way is a big risk because you lose this game, it makes it tense for the next game. You win this game, you still feel tense because you could lose it in the final game.
Yeah, look, it's going to come down to the last weekend, whether you like it or not, because two sides are going to win from this weekend, and those two sides are going to fight for the championship.
I've got
So
a bit of
let's
an
say,
AI prediction with the South African
yeah,
one. So,
let's say New Zealand beats Australia, for example, and we go and beat Argentina. Then next weekend, it all comes down to New Zealand, Australia, and South Africa, Argentina yet again. However, it only comes down to two teams,
yeah, uh,
effectively.
yes,
Maybe Australia go wipe the pants with New Zealand next weekend, and Argentina wipe the pants with us, and we all end up very similar. I don't know. I mean, funny things have happened, but I don't see it personally. I don't see Argentina going to Twickenham and beating us at Twickenham. Personally, I don't see that happening. Could I see an upset this weekend? Maybe, actually. Maybe. I don't think so because we have that BMT, big match temperament, and we sort of find ways to win the real big games.
yeah,
So I feel that if it's close and there's 5 minutes in it, that's where the dog and the South Africans will find a way to win that game. And I also feel if it's the same way New Zealand, Australia, New Zealand will find that last little bit of effort to win that game in the last 5 minutes. I think
yeah,
Australia have come a long way, but they don't have that winning mentality just yet, where they know how to win. Do you know what I mean? Like some sides just know how to win when the time going gets tough. New Zealand was one of them. We are one of them. Ireland's another one in a close game. They know how to win it. So
yeah,
losing's a habit, but so is winning.
yes.
So, if you look
Um,
at that old Man United side, they used to score in the 93rd minute, 92nd minute, 94th minute
Fergie
because they
time.
just, yeah, because they just knew how to win. They didn't know anything
Yes.
else. And I hate Man United, but respect to them because
Well,
that's
I
what they
mean,
do.
the one story to solidify what you just said was I think it was the '99 UEFA Champions League where they were down 2 goals and it was like the 70th minute and they started scraping in Bayern Munich and then the guy who was doing it was like, okay, already starting to do it, and then he heard the cheers going, oh, they've obviously won and stuff like this, and sorry, okay, and only to get told, no, United scored 3 quick goals, and I was meant to say Manchester.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Some teams have that thing in them that just doesn't know how to lose.
yeah. But I mean, we need to move on because we also got URC this week. I'm talking about
Yeah,
people in your team. You need
I'm
people in your team like
I'm trying not to
this.
move on. Now. I am trying not to move on right now.
You
This
need
is my
players like
whole.
this in your team.
Thanks, brother. Thanks, brother. I appreciate. I'm so sorry for the followers. I apologize very much. It
Uh,
was just. Can I just give you the background? It was 35 degrees. The game kickoff was 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It not a breath of wind.
in Germany.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
no, but yeah, at least you were confident enough to walk off like that. But yeah, URC's back. The opening fixture is not a fixture I want for us.
You know what it is for me is if you wanna know where you are, you play against the best. So this will give us a great sort of foundation to figure out where we are according to the best and what work we need to do, and can we compete at that level right now with the side we have, with everyone being in the Springbok camp, and can we
I mean,
compete with the best team in the competition on the first week with no Springboks? Can we do it?
I've been scouring everything, every site I can think of, trying to see if there's been a leak of the team sheet because I'm waiting to see the likes of Ollie Cable's back. We got him Tunu. We got Netling for sure. We have AJ Hugo Fenter, JJ Kotz at the hooker position. Um, we've got like our props right now. I'm so excited to see the props because there's so much, and then you still got the likes of Ron Ackerman and everything who's joined the squad as well.
Yeah. But we are talking about not the best team in the competition that we're coming up against, and
Yeah.
they are star-studded and they are well rested. So yes, they're missing two or three players, but we're missing about seven or eight players. So
Yeah.
you know, it is going to be a real test for the Stormers, and I think it's one that the fans will be able to sort of get an idea of how the season's going to go from this game. I
Yes.
don't want to be pessimistic and say like if Leinster come here and they drill us, then we're going to get drilled all season. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying you must be a little bit realistic, and we have no Springboks in our team. They are well rested. They are the champs. They have very minimal injuries and people out. So we basically playing their full strength side against our. I mean, it's not our full strength side, but it's close. I mean, I would say we've got three or four players down. I mean, Kurs Reina for one, Ackerman another one. These guys aren't there. So, it's a great way to judge where you are. So I'm excited.
Yeah. I mean, the earliest we played against Leinster is round 10, which was the last one where we lost to them away. But I mean, after that was round 15 in 2024, 42-12 to us. Round 16 at Leinster's 22-22. Round 17 in the first one, which was Stormers 13, but that was at DHL. Uh, yeah, I mean, it's pretty a pretty good run and everything. Stormers' last result at home, we've beaten the last five that's on the page. Last, the first one that we lost which was round one, was against the Bulls. But then it was Connacht, Benetton, Dragons, Cardiff. So we haven't had someone as challenging as
Nice.
Leinster at home. So, but yeah, I mean, like you said, anything can happen. Uh, Leinster's away record right now is rugby champion, URC. They lost to Scarlets round 14, where they beat the Sharks. Round 13, where they lost to the Bulls in that shocking 21-20 win. URC Ospreys, where they beat the Ospreys away. And then it was Champions Cup round 3, where they beat La Rochelle 16-14. So I do think it
I-
is.
I'm really interested to see how the Bulls come out on Saturday. Just to see what sort of effect the new coach is having and what's the game plan he's implementing and what structures he's setting up, what pod systems he's forming. I'm really interested to see what he brings to the table and what's new. Are we going to have the same old Blue Bulls rugby where they have the pod smashing it up and a good flaw if you can bang it downfield, or are we going to see a different sort of approach from the Bulls this season? Yes, I know
Yeah,
they've been expand their running game a bit, but under Jake White. But Jake White has never been really known for being a running coach. So it's going to be interesting, and I'm really excited to see the future of the Bulls rugby because they have on paper a very good team.
mm,
Um, you know, it's going to be interesting. I'm very excited for that.
But I mean, yeah, as you can see, we're talking about it now. Then we got Ulster hosting the Dragons. I mean, you pretty much know the Dragons are going to lose unless they pull something out the hat, which they sometimes do at the beginning of the season. Glasgow is hosting the Sharks. Um, that is this Friday. Then, of course, Saturday is Bulls hosting Ospreys, Zebra hosting Edinburgh, Scarlets hosting Munster, Cardiff hosting Bulls. Unfortunately, the Bulls lost Chris Smith this weekend due to injury in the Currie Cup final. And then we've got Connacht hosting Benetton. I mean, yeah, I mean, full weekend of rugby. My wife is going to hate me because, of
Yeah.
course, my day starts at 7:05 on Saturday. Um, and, of course, then we've got the Springboks playing later, and then, of course, URC starting as well.
And
And,
it's,
I mean,
and it's
it's
Oktoberfest year, brother. It's Oktoberfest year.
no, it's just, yeah. So, I mean, like, that is what AI has predicted on those three games. Storm is going down 24-28, which is, I'll take that right now.
You know what? That's closer than I thought AI would have given us. I thought AI would have gone 35-17, 35-19, somewhere around there.
Yeah,
That's close. That is close.
yeah.
Um,
Um, yeah, but I mean, if you look at the rugby championship, it's saying All Blacks 32-20 and us only by 9, 27-18. So,
yeah. I mean, I think the All
doable
Blacks.
scores.
I think the Wallabies All Blacks will give it closer than that. I think that's I think it's gone too much on past than what the season
Yeah,
had actually been. I think 32-20 is too big of a gap at the moment between the two sides. I think it's going to be 6 point game to New Zealand, but a 6 point game. I think there'll be one try in it, one converted try, but I think New Zealand will win it by six.
yeah,
The Springbok score here, 27-18, that I actually can believe. That's saying I'm on board with.
yeah.
I
I
think it's
mean, that's us.
a hard physical game, and I think the score's not going to be as flattering as everyone thinks.
No, I agree. I mean, I'm actually looking forward to this weekend. Like I said, we got Kebble back. Um, as far as I can see, he was done in a swap deal, which is awesome because I mean, Kebble's back home now. We've got Volker coming back at the end of the season. Uh, yeah, I'm really looking forward to this, or
Do
even
you, do
next
you, do
season.
you think do you think the Stormers are listening to our podcast? Didn't we complain about not having props last season, and now they went to props? Like, do
Yeah,
you
I mean,
think we're going to
unfortunately,
direct link the CEO board there? What's happening? I mean, we literally complained at the end of last season, but it's great that we got all these running players, but we can't win our scrum balls. And then all of a sudden, they just boom, 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 prop, 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 prop. Fantastic. I
yeah,
mean, thanks,
I
guys.
mean,
We all week.
um, yeah, we just need a what do we need? A lot of more ball fetchers in the rucks.
Yeah, we do need a fetcher. We need a Quacker Smith. You know, I mean, we're not going to get a Quacker Smith, but we need someone like that.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, I mean, other than that, I think we do need a decent lock, though, like a real enforcer.
Oh yeah, that was another one. It's come home.
Yeah, I think they spent too much money at Bet Hollywood there. Um,
Rock Nation, freaking Jay
yeah, I
Z
mean
makes terrible
that's that
music and
shark side. If you look at that shark side on paper, it is absolutely ridiculous. The fact that that shark side is not playing in every single final against Leinster, I have no idea why not. Those two
I was
teams
listening
should
to
play every single final.
I was listening to another podcast talk about it, and the guy predicted the Sharks were going to be the top of the log. And I was like, when I saw that, I was like, really? And you said no, but like with all the money that they spent and everything, I was like, okay, I can hear where this guy's coming from. He's got a very good point. And you even mentioned it now. Um, but yeah, I think it's one of this. You can have the most star-studded team, but if you can't get them together properly, it isn't going to work. And also, I think what is happening is a lot of the guys are getting who are seniors in the Springbok squad are there's too much like expected of them behind the scenes, which is kind of too many chefs spoil the pot and everything. But yeah, well, we're gonna have to wait and see what happens. I am looking forward to this weekend. I actually can't wait until December to watch the likes of Willemse with Sasha with Reinach playing. I think it's going to be
Reinhard
so.
Ackerman, Sasha, like
Yeah.
Willems. Imagine if we could hold on to Damien Delende and Cheslin Colby. Imagine if we held on to those guys. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the rumor still going around is Jason is coming back.
Yeah, but would he come back to province?
No, he's coming back to province.
100%? Is that been
Yeah. So,
confirmed?
well, it sounds like it's been confirmed, but of course it's going to be after the World Cup, which yeah, I don't know how that's going to be,
After
because
20.
yeah, but
Okay.
I have mentioned it to someone. I said I think for the best thing for him to be protected, social media or whatever like that, is to play rugby in Cape Town, not to go to any other province. If he does, he's going to be hounded and it's going to be ugly for him.
I mean,
He's basically a cult hero, yeah.
yes, yes, he is. Yes, he's
So
very much culture. Yeah. Sorry, my battery's
yeah,
just telling me. Uh,
yeah. So yeah,
yeah,
I mean,
interesting. Yeah.
for that reason, I do see there's no other place for him. If Rock Nation convinces him to go somewhere else, Rock Nation is not looking after their
Well, I mean, how is
players.
Chesney now?
He's like 33, 30. I
He's
think he's
rough.
in his 30s.
He's,
So
yeah,
yeah,
he's early 30s, right? So
yeah,
he'll be around 35 when he comes back, which is the end of his career. He'll have 2 or 3
yeah,
seasons and that. And that's in which case, it's not about the money anymore. If I'm
yeah,
Cheslin Colby, I come back to my hometown, I finish my career where I started it.
yeah. So I mean, if he comes back earlier, that would be great. I don't know what the agreement with the Centauri Goliaths are, but we will have to keep an eye on that. But yeah, yo, I am so stoked for this weekend. I'm also so stoked my weekend's officially over. I've been on weekend since Friday because I was off Monday, Tuesday, and today is a public holiday, of course. Happy Heritage Day or National Bride Day, depending on how you say it.
Guys, National Bride Day, and I went to work today. Germany, you suck. Why don't Bride Day in Germany? Chancellor, please sort that out. This is a special from a South African man living in Germany. Please, can we have a Feiertag, ein Grilltag, bitte?
I love how you throw it out there. Like, yeah, sick of
Yeah.
power. Yeah. On that note, while some of us have fires still going in their backyards and smoking up the rest of the neighborhood, and some of us had to work today and asking chances for what was it? Fire
Ein
no. Yeah,
Feiertag.
Rammstein.
Uh,
Yeah. Uh, so yes. Anyway, guys, enjoy this weekend of rugby. It's back. It's going to be awesome. We got one more URC after this weekend as well, so it's definitely going to be super exciting. And then we'll also be able to concentrate more on the URC, and also we'll be talking about the end of year tours because, of course, that's coming up. And there's that one unofficial match that South Africa is having their revenge on Japan at Brighton on the 1st of November. So, yes, there's plenty to go. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. We enjoy reading your comments and stuff like that. thank you for the support that we've had over the past 2 weeks. It's been amazing. Please help us keep it growing and everything like that so we can reach out to you guys. Tim, thanks very much for being with me today, man.
Always a pleasure.
I hope you have a good day further and a good weekend.
Will
Fellow
do,
champions.
and enjoy
Keep
your
up.
Friday.
Cheers.